yeah, these are definitely not pre-cut, so... So because I want to go for a bit of a crazy effect on this truck, I'm going to be doing like a dazzle camouflage like the old World War II, World War I ships. So the first thing I'm going to do is lay down some window tint and just see if underneath the window tint I can spray another colour, and so I can have stripes that overlap each other. Otherwise I'm going to just go with the main colours as the stripes and then the windows on their own. So give this a good shake. I've put my shell back in its protective bag just to keep it safe from any overspray at the moment. Let's go. Okay, interesting. And while we're at it, let's just try some different colours. Helps if I shoot it in the right way. I'm not bothered about using too much paint, so I'm just checking for colour runs. I'm going to do multiple layers anyway. But yeah, that's quite cool. That is very yellow. I mean, it is neon yellow, so let's take... Yeah, wow. Okay, so I've got a bit of a warm light here, but the main light is white. And that is awesome. So just going to go through a bit more with the yellow, and as I say, not worried about putting it on too thickly. We're just having a look. I mean, if it does go on too thick, you've got the Lexan that kind of hides that, and it's going to be backed by white anyway. Wow, that is pretty cool. I'm happy with that. Okay, let's take a quick look at this. So, hopefully, how quickly is that drying? Yeah, that's dried super quick. So what I'm going to do is spray some yellow across and just have a look at what that does for me. So yeah, the yellow behind the window tint isn't going to work at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with some geometric sort of stripes across it. So I'm going to mask those up now. I'm going to spray it with the yellow, and then the green, and then the orange. Cool. Easy. Look, mate. Rather than use all my Tamiya tape, I'm just going to grab some cheap tape. I've got my sharp lines in there, and we'll yeah, just mask out the middle bit. Well, that was a lot of fun. It's the first time I've ever painted an RC body. I think I've got a few little bleeds in some of my lines. I've managed to keep the windows just about right. I've got some decals. I'm going to take the paint protection film off and take a look at how this has actually come out. So I'm going to start with the paint protection film because the inside is still just drying. It's just got a few minutes, but it'll be all right. So yeah, not the best paint job, but actually where the paint's bled, it looks quite cool. Yeah, there's a few little masking marks. I think with the bright lights of in here, it kind of doesn't do it any favours because it's shining through the shell. So let's take a look at this on the crawler. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Few bits of overspray. It is absolutely roasting in here because I haven't got any air conditioning because we live in the UK, but it's an unusually warm day. Few tiny bits of overspray that are just peeling off. They're where I'm going to trim it anyway. But yeah, that's come out. That's come out pretty cool. I'm going to get some decals on it. I didn't want the paint job to be too perfect anyway, so yeah, let's do the decals, then let's get the windows done, and then let's take a look and see if we can fit it on the crawler. So the first ones I'm going to do are the front lights, that hopefully this is a pre-cut sheet. It looks like a pre-cut sheet, so hopefully I can find those cuts. Yeah. Use a scalpel to see if I can find an edge. Some of them look pre-cut, some of them look like they're not, so that's a bit strange. Yeah, that one's definitely a pre-cut. Right, we'll just go around them with a scalpel, and then if they happen to be pre-cut, we'll see. Now, I'm not too bothered about this table because it's covered in paint now, so I have to do something with the surface, but yeah. As long as I don't push too deep and just cut through the sticker, should be absolutely fine. One headlight. That's two. Whoa, roasting. Yeah, these are definitely not pre-cut, so we'll just cut through them. And we have a face. Right, we've got door handles on, we've got lights, we've got rear lights. Okay, let's do some windows. That looks awesome. As I guessed, a little bit of paint bleed at the top. I don't even know if I'm going to bother sorting that out. I'm just going to go for it. Right, I'm going to take the reamer and make some holes. Now I'm just working this into the mark that I made earlier. And the reamer has blades on all four sides, so going backwards and forwards gets you through this quite quickly. You can push hard, but that does create some weird shaped holes. It's best to push enough to let the tool do its work, but not to drive yourself too hard through the Lexan, so it sort of makes a natural hole rather than a forced hole. If you do find that the holes are sort of tipping in, you can just go through from the other side to round them back out. And in fact, now I've made a little hole, I'm just going to go through from the other side, just try and work that hole a bit bigger. We need it about body post sized, otherwise we're not going to get the posts in, but we don't want it too big. So, yeah, that's looking good. Now I'm sure loads of other people will be saying use a drill here, but my drill's in the house and I don't have access to it. Right, let's just try it on our body posts, see how far we have to go. Yep, so they need to be a little bit wider. What we'll do is we'll have a pop at the front ones and then come back. Whoa, roasting. Now this hole going down through the scuttle seems to be softer plastic, so made better work of that one. Yep, that was nice and easy. Obviously dripping sweat all over my lovely new shell. Great thing is when you hold it up to the light, when you've got big strong lights like the ones I'm using for filming, you can see where your fingers are, so you don't stick the reamer through your fingers. Which has happened in the past when I've had other shells. Even though most of my cars have been RTR, I have replaced shells, put other shells on, taken second-hand shells and sort of tried to get those to fit. I am one of these people that does roll their car a lot. I am very much I have to get up, I have to do that obstacle, and so the car does get beaten on quite badly. But hey, they're my toys, and if I want to break them, I will. Right, we'll just check that alignment, although probably a bit late now. Yep, they're lined up, and they are just about lined up. So I think one of these posts has slipped. So yeah, we're looking good. Right, we'll get these holes finished off, and then hopefully we'll be able to get one of these on. So I'll just tighten up that post, make sure they're level, and they want to be about there. Really hot in here. Right, that's one post, that's another. They're going to fit in. There's a slight bit of flex on these posts as well, so if it's not perfect, it should still fit. Getting there, get in there. Right, hopefully that is it. But as with all these jobs, you know, there's the constant backwards and forwards. Yeah, so they're on. Yeah, these posts have twisted slightly, so that's fine. Okay, that's one, definitely done. This one just needs to be a little bit bigger, so hopefully that's going to be 2. That's 2. Let's get these 2 done. 3, and this one should make it 4, which is a complete set. So now I have a hole, now I'm pushing a bit harder because then the reamer cuts a tiny bit more plastic off at a time. Right, we are in business. Right, just nudge that post into place. Obviously, once we get the pins on, we can look at shuffling this about a bit. Yeah, that's in, and that one's in, and that shell. Oh, excuse me. That shell is on.